July of 2016, 17-year-old Mike Mansholt, a tourist from Germany, vanished after setting out to explore the catacombs of Rabat on Malta, also known as the Realm of the Dead. Mike's frantic parents raced to the island after Mike failed to arrive home. About a week after Mike's initial disappearance, his remains were discovered near the highest point of the island under very strange circumstances. The discovery of Mike's body marked the beginning of a surreal, 2-year-long ordeal to return his remains home and to find answers about what happened to him. To this day, the Mansholts are still without those answers, and while there's no shortage of theories, clues to this tragedy may be found in the ancient, secretive tunnels that hide beneath the island like a hollow spider's web woven into stone by a mysterious culture so long ago. Bernd Mansholt is a goldsmith from Oldenburg, in Germany. He is Mike's father and has been at the front of the pack in the search for answers about what happened to his son, who he considered his best friend. Bernd is an adventurous man, fond of sailing with his family on grand journeys across the sea. It seems Bernd passed this exploratory boldness on to his son, who enjoyed scuba diving and climbing. Mike was curious towards the underground realm beneath Malta. The subterranean tombs of Rabat would be Mike's last known destination. Mike left his hotel, the Astra, at around 9 a.m. in the morning with his GoPro camera till 10:10 a.m. He was online as he was checking the catacombs of Rabat. However, after this point he was no longer online and calls and messages went unanswered. Before dissecting the Mansholt incident, it should be mentioned that even the most discerning and dedicated students of history, culture, and civilization may not be familiar with the strange and ancient structures beneath the surface of Malta. This tunnel system connects an incredible, mind-boggling network of sanctuaries, temples, and dwellings, all carved underground out of solid stone. Many thousands of remains have been found scattered in these labyrinths, remains 2 millennia older than medieval or Roman burials. Skeletons with elongated skulls have been found here, mysterious in origin. Returning to the incident in question, 4 days later, when Mike failed to arrive home on his scheduled flight, Mike's mother called German and Maltese authorities to report her son missing. Bernd cancelled his vacation in Croatia and headed straight for Malta, desperate to locate their son. 3 days later, on July 26, an allegedly anonymous tip led investigators to a body. 250 meters, 820 feet, up, at the highest point of the island, the Dingley Cliffs swarmed with police, forensic experts, media reporters, with the distressed Mansholts looking on. The Mansholts' nightmare took hold as the investigators held them back, but Bernd did insist on seeing the remains. They were later confirmed to be Mike's, and according to Bernd, police unofficially relayed to him that there appeared to be a broken back, suggesting a fall. On August 8, Bernd learned directly from the police that his son actually had no broken bones of any kind. Bernd confronted the lead investigator about the discrepancy, and according to him she behaved evasively. Furthermore, he had already been told by the same lead investigator that Mike's camera had been found at the cliffs. Yet, after a long delay, an entirely different camera was given to him. The Maltese authorities, according to Bernd, were now becoming uncooperative. There were additional discrepancies, like fresh hay discovered under the body, and Mike's shoes had been seemingly placed at the scene. Needless to say, the missing camera could have held critical evidence, and another glaring discrepancy was that Mike's backpack was missing, a bag containing electronics, cash, and a credit card. By August 20th, Mike's remains finally arrived back in Germany, but the torture for the family continued. When the German medical examiners examined Mike's body, they were shocked to discover all his vital organs were missing except for fragments of a few, including the brain. Also, the remains should have been saturated in preservation chemicals. Instead, the remains were still in a state of decomposition. The Maltese authorities stand firm that the boy fell down the cliffs, a tragic accident. This is the most likely explanation. And regarding Mike's missing organs, they assert that the organs were missing before the autopsy, and that they must have been eaten by rats, and that the brain must have dissolved in the hot sun. It seems unlikely that the Maltese authorities would go to such extreme measures to cloud the issue, and yet fail so terribly. Could there be an even more bizarre scenario? One so strange that even the alternative theorists have missed it? Perhaps clues can be found in Mike's last known destination after all. The last known contact Mike made with the outside world was at 10:11 a.m. on the morning of his disappearance, where he talked of visiting the catacombs. The underground realm of Malta is an ancient, mysterious, and macabre world we know little about. What we do know is disturbing. Prehistoric man built temples and chambers in these vaults. In a pit beside a sacrificial altar lie thousands of human skeletons. Years ago one could walk underground from one end of Malta to the other. The government closed the entrances to these tunnels after school children and their teachers became lost in the labyrinth and never returned. What happened to Mike? His missing organs, camera, and shoes? Why was there an apparent Maltese cover-up? It all remains a macabre mystery. Maybe Mike did die of a fall, maybe he died of dehydration, maybe he was robbed and killed, maybe he was poisoned. Maybe after the fact of death his body was looted for its youthful organs, and maybe the Maltese police felt compelled to fudge the forensics to conceal some such combination of egregious actions. But maybe Mike's adventurous spirit led him deeper and deeper into the underground realm of the dead beneath Malta, a place that this fearless young man knew little about, a realm that could possibly contain some relic of ancient and unknown horror. If you like my videos, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel.